One Piece theories that will break your sanity and maybe destroy the world. Alright, before we get into the biggest One Piece theories, I need to tell you about what happened to me last night. So I'm chilling in my room, eating an entire family-sized bag of gummy sharks like a responsible adult, when these space pirates break in. Not just any space pirates. Mimes. Dressed like Darth Vader. Full black capes, white face paint, invisible lightsabers. One of them pretended to force choke me. But instead of me feeling anything, he just dramatically mimed me gasping for air. I wasn't sure if I was in danger or part of the best street performance of my life. Then they left. Didn't take anything. Just walked out like they forgot why they were there in the first place. Anyway, I bring this up because that level of confusion is exactly what happens every time Oda drops a new One Piece chapter. So let's talk about some theories, starting with the biggest one of all. 1. The One Piece is not what we expect. Alright, let's face it, if the One Piece is just a pile of gold, I'm throwing hands. We've spent decades watching Luffy punch people so hard they forget their own names. If he opens that treasure chest and it's just some doubloons and a free t-shirt, I'm suing Eiichiro Oda personally. But here's the thing. Gold wouldn't make Roger laugh. When Roger and his crew found the One Piece, they didn't cry. They didn't celebrate. They laughed. What kind of treasure does that? Theory time. The One Piece isn't money, it's something bigger. Possibilities. The One Piece is knowledge, a record of the real history of the world, including what happened during the Void Century. Maybe even proof that the world government is built on a massive lie. The One Piece is a way to unite the world. Imagine if it's a device that destroys the red line, physically connecting the four seas into one. No more Grand Line, no more separation, just one piece. See what I did there? The One Piece is the ancient kingdom itself, a lost civilization waiting to be revealed. What if Laugh Tale is more than an island? What if it's a whole city buried beneath the sea? Either way, it's gotta be something that changes the world. Because Roger didn't just find it and hoard it, he left it there, waiting for someone else to finish the job. 2. The world government is hiding a terrifying secret. We all know the world government is sketchy. But what if I told you they're not just corrupt? What if they're hiding a truth so insane, so dangerous, that they will erase entire bloodlines to keep it secret? What we know. The Void Century is a giant missing chunk of history. Anyone who researches it gets permanently deleted from existence. The D in names like Monkey D. Luffy, Gold D. Roger, and Trafalgar D. Waterlaw is clearly important, but the world government refuses to acknowledge it. Emu, the mysterious shadow ruler of the world, has been sitting on the throne for who knows how long. Popular theories. The world government was formed by traitors. 800 years ago, a powerful, advanced kingdom was wiped out, and the people who did it rewrote history to make themselves look like the good guys. The ancient kingdom was called D-Kingdom, and that's why the will of D is so important. It's not a name, it's a rebellion that never truly died. The world government is terrified of an ancient weapon waking up. Maybe Pluton, Poseidon, or Uranus. Yes, that's a real One Piece thing, and yes, we all laughed at it. Bottom line, the truth could literally change the world. And the world government is doing everything to make sure that doesn't happen. 3. The Straw Hats break up at the end. I hate to say it. You hate to hear it. But the Straw Hat Pirates? They're probably going their separate ways after they find the One Piece. Look, I'd love for them to stick together forever, but let's be real. Roger's crew split up after he became Pirate King. Luffy doesn't actually want to be a king. He just wants to be free. Most of the Straw Hats have their own dreams that don't involve staying on the ship forever. How it could end. Luffy reaches Laugh Tale, finds the One Piece, and changes the world forever. The crew celebrates one last time, then sails off to chase their own dreams. Maybe they meet up again every few years? But Luffy? He keeps sailing alone. It'd be heartbreaking. But it'd also be the most Luffy thing ever. Because in the end, being Pirate King isn't about power. It's about freedom. Final thoughts. Also, I might still be haunted by space mimes. So to recap, the One Piece probably isn't gold, it's something world-changing. The world government is hiding a secret that could destroy them. The Straw Hats might break up at the end. And also, I'm pretty sure those mime Darth Vader space pirates are still watching me. Like, subscribe, and share this video before they come back and force mime me into an invisible box. And if you hear someone knocking at your window at 3 a.m., don't answer it.